One of the most important things that you could do to improve your trading is going to be a post analysis where you're going through all the trades that you did and you're trying to figure out what's working, what's not working, what can I do better, well where can I start to focus on, right? And so what I see so many traders do, and this is a mistake that they'll make, is they'll go through last week's trades, maybe they'll go through last year's trades, right? Like you'll go through an entire year's worth of trades and you're starting to come up with different things like, every time that I trade this pattern, it works. Every time that I traded that pattern, it didn't work. So now I'm going to trade pattern A and I'm going to drop pattern B altogether. And it makes sense. But the thing that they're leaving out is what were the market conditions this year and how would applying the rules that worked for trade A have worked in different market environments. So what you should do is when you're doing your post analysis and you're coming up with, hey, this is something that's really working, go and not just test it on the trades that happened last year, go and apply those same rules to trades that happened the year before that, or even take a look at the current environment that you're in, right? So, what's a similar environment to what we're in now? How about 2007 through 2009 as a comparison to what's happening in the market right now? So, take whatever rules you've come up with and see how those rules would have applied back then. Now, maybe you're saying, yeah, but Mike, I wasn't trading back then. That's perfectly all right. Just go into your charting service and go back to trades that were there in between 2007 and 2009 and see how your rules would have applied back then. This is a style of back testing where you're manually going back and going day by day, week by week, or whatever time frame it is that you're trading, and seeing what happened during each tick, right? And then seeing for each bar, and seeing, well, this is what happened, and this is what my newfound rules would have done. You'll start to see how ways that it's working, ways that it's not working, how it can be applied, and if you should take that new rule and begin applying it. Backtesting in this way is one of the most important things that you can do, as opposed to coming up with this new rule, getting excited about it, and then putting money into it. It would be the equivalent of, to go back to our trading as a business example, right? Because it actually is a business. It would be the equivalent of you getting excited about this new product, right? Like you see somebody else selling it, it seems great, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna go fill my inventory with that and go all in, marketing budget, everything, right? But you see it working for somebody else, you haven't figured out how it's going to work for yourself, and now you put all this money into something that you don't know if it's going to work for you moving forward, right? Like it seems kind of crazy to think about in that kind of a business scenario. Do the same thing with your trading. Think of your trading as a business, and that whatever strategy you're going to employ needs to work for you, and it needs to be able to work moving forward. So don't just take a look at what happened last year and how you could optimize it. Take a look at the current market environment. Find an environment that's very similar to what you're in right now. So for right now, take a look at 2007 through 2009. Maybe you go back through the dot-com bubble. How about 1987? Go back to all those different crashes and see, well, this is what happened to the stocks about then. The psychology of the market does not change, right? So the patterns that you saw back then are the same kind of patterns that you're seeing now. The only difference are just the companies that are there. Maybe some of the different players. But that's it. Like hope, fear, greed, all that stuff, it's been there from the dawn of time. It'll be there long after we're all gone. So take all this and put that into into your post analysis and how you're going to aim to improve. And man, just come back and leave a thumbs up and a thank you on this vid and let me know how it worked out for you.